I think the case that at a very young age, just become a lawyer, that put me nationally on the map, kind of notorious, was People v. Huey Newton. Now, Huey Newton was the head of he was a spokesperson for the Black Panther Party, and he was brilliant.
Our organizer was the leader of the Black Panther Party, our Minister of Defense, Huey P. Newton, who is now incarcerated in the Alameda County Jail, and he is undergoing trial, and he's fighting for his life.
I was greatly influenced by the Cuban Revolution and the Black Panther Party are practical revolutionary. We identify with the armed struggle of colonized people throughout the world. The community has been very receptive and responsive to my being in prison. They view me as a political prisoner, which I am.
I used to sleep in the Panther house 2 times a week. They wanted a white lawyer to be at the door in case it was raided. You see, Fred Hampton had been killed by FBI in, I believe it was Chicago. So they were thinking they were going to raid them. They had 2 places, the Black Panthers. They had a place in Oakland, and they had a safe house in the Fillmore District in San Francisco. So they had sandbags all around, thinking a raid's going to come. And then they had a white lawyer who they stripped down naked, which they did for me, and gave him a sleeping bag. And our job was to sleep by the door, and in case they came, to go out and try to monitor it. And if I couldn't, at least to be a witness to what occurred. So it was during those times that I was sleeping at the Panther house that I met Huey. So what occurred is he was charged, and then remember he was convicted and he was given 5 years for the shooting of a police officer. And so I met him after that, where he was charged with the killing of a prostitute. So the killing of a prostitute was going to be potentially a death penalty case. He was famous for he had a big car, like, a hearse or something. And he had a bodyguard who was like 300 or 400 pounds and used to use the car on occasion. Huey would use it on occasion also. So on this occasion, the person went to the corner where the prostitutes hung out and called for a prostitute to come to the car. When the prostitute went to the car, the person in the back seat, shot and killed her. So they charged him with the murder of the prostitute, and I represented him. And I can remember all of the witnesses said the guy in the back seat, because they could just see him a little bit. They couldn't have seen much. And then as soon as the prostitute testified, they gave him immunity from prostitute. They went back to their corner and they would never be arrested again. I can remember that we were told confidentially that she was in jail at the time. She wasn't even out there. So, but to hold that back. So I remember holding it back, and, when I used it at trial and she came forward to identify him, I knew that she was in jail, and I could prove it. So I impeached her with that. And as a consequence, he, was acquitted, and we became close friends. So I got a chance to represent him, and it was a notorious case. So I kind of remember that as part of, my relationship with Huey Newton.